Here we go.
Hello and welcome back from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, where last time you saw me play this game, the first wave of the Booster Pass courses released. That was all the way back in March, and honestly, I thought I would have been back with this game sooner. I really thought that by late July, or maybe June at the absolute earliest, we would have received Wave 2, but it didn't happen. So instead, we're here in August, with Wave 2 of the Booster Pass courses having finally been released, and I know everyone already knows what they are, and I am also privy to some of them. For instance, I know that Mushroom Gorge is here, I know that Calamari Desert is here, can't wait to deal with that train again, and beyond that, I think there's also a course, like an Ice Cream Land, that is going to be added to Mario Kart Tour, that isn't there yet, so it's technically a new course, but also it technically isn't a new course, so yeah, I've stayed mostly blind to the new courses that have been added, except for the ones that I just mentioned. We're gonna dive into 200cc as we always do. It's the only way to play. And another piece of information that has been brought to my attention is that Nintendo actually listened for once in their lives, and that I'm not gonna actually go in to test it, but take my word for it, they made the cars move on Coconut Mall differently than they did in the original game, but that's fine. They move. They're an obstacle. They look like a comical obstacle now, almost like a shitpost, to be honest with you, but you know what? They move. They're not stationary anymore. So good on you, Nintendo. You did something right. Not gonna excuse all the other crap you've done, but, you know, one win out of many losses is something, right? I don't know. Yep, it's the Turnip Cup and the Propeller Cup. Okay, so, at a glance, what do we have here? We have New York Minute, a Mario Kart Tour course, meaning it's going to be entirely new for me. Mario Circuit 3 they're all basically the same, to be honest with you, but it'll be fun nonetheless. It's just Mario Circuit. Calamari Desert, I can't wait to see what they do with that train. And Waluigi Pinball, a fan favorite and a very fun one indeed. Looking forward to that. Propeller Cup, Sydney Sprint, at a glance, it looks interesting. Again, never played it before. Tour Cup, Snowland. Oh, the lovely memories I have of playing those courses, but, you know, I mean, it was on Super Circuit, so that would have been the least painful of those original classic retro Mario Kart games, but still, the thing is, I don't even know why I'm bothering giving an overview of the courses, because whatever painful memories I had associated with them in the original form of these courses is going to have been evaporated because of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's just base control system. But then we have, of course, Mushroom Gorge, can't wait to do that, and Sky High Sundae. This time it's actually... Wait, hold on, did they update? They still didn't update it. Okay, so they made it so that the cars move on Coconut Mall, but they didn't make it so that it actually cites that Ninja Hideaway is from Tour, because that's something that I said. I said that I assumed this was a new course, unless they made a mistake and they just didn't put the Mario Kart Tour tag there, which turns out I was correct. That's exactly what they didn't do, is they did not put the Tour tag there, so that's lovely. But nonetheless... yeah, this is going to be... Sky Sunday is actually now accurate for not having the Tour thing there, because technically speaking, it's not in Tour yet. It will be soon, but it's not there yet, so we're going to treat it as a new course for the time being. So, enough talking. As we did last time, we're going to do the Turnip Cup and the Propeller Cup in the same video, because it's 200cc. If we did them individually, they'd be done in 10 minutes. So, let's just get the show on the road, starting with Turnip Cup featuring New York Minute, Mario Circuit 3, Calamari Desert, and Waluigi Pinball. Let's begin. So I guess the obvious elephant in the room to address is that the biggest sticking point when it came to the first wave of DLC courses is that many people were thoroughly displeased, or dissatisfied rather, with the visual present. Oh, is this going to be another switch them up? Because I've seen those red arrows before. I know what those red arrows mean. Okay, so there's a glider path to the left. Got to keep that in mind for the second lap. Oh god, let's not hit the bus. Yeah, in case you can't tell, been a while since I played Mario Kart. So I'm a bit out of practice, but that's fine. We'll roll with the punches. Yeah, we got to keep in mind that there's going to be a glider path there on the left for this lap. But also, I know those red arrows. I know what those mean. They're going to change courses on us, I think. Maybe, hopefully. I don't know. We'll find out. I imagine they're going to change direction on us. They're going to switch up the course. Ow, that was frustrating. They're going to change it up on us next time we go around this place. Oh, okay, never mind. I guess they've already done it because I think they just blocked off the path for us. All right, things are already switching up. But to go back to what I was trying to say earlier, is that the biggest sticking point for many people about these courses is that the visual presentation left something to be desired, to say the least. It definitely didn't possess the level of polish and height. Oh, never mind. The course. Okay, I need to get used to the courses switching around. I am not. My brain needs to be retrained to adjust to these things. People were not particularly impressed with how the courses actually looked, and like, I was able to look at them and say, yeah, these don't look too great, do they? But I don't play Mario Kart for pretty visuals. I play them for a fun time, and those courses offer me a fun time. So, you know, I was able to acknowledge the faults from a visual presentation perspective, but didn't really affect the courses as a whole. But what I will say is that, well, I don't know that I would call this what we just played as being up to snuff with the other Mario Kart 8 standard courses. I think it still looks considerably better than the ones from the first wave. So, that's something. And yeah, gonna take some time to get used to the courses, to the track switching around, but it's definitely a creative, resourceful way to mix up the track for each new lap. So, thumbs up for this course so far. Alright, next race. See, now this is where I have some, I don't know how I feel about this, because this looks obviously significantly more impressive than they did on the original SNES, but that's not even worth talking about because that's just like, well, duh, obviously it's going to look better. So, it looks better when compared to that. However, when you draw the comparison to other types of these courses that have already existed in Mario Kart 8 as a base game, I'm left looking towards Donut Plains in the base game, which that is another one of the classic of the classic Mario Kart courses that really didn't have much going for it visually speaking, which is why I mean, because this has been standard in Mario Kart Wii. They also remade this course, the Mario Circuit course, and it also had this. They just took the bland kind of one-note skybox and just kind of rezzed it up a little bit. But with Mario Kart 8, they took Donut Plains and completely transformed it to the point where you almost couldn't even recognize that it was an original SNES course at that point, because it just looked so radically different. Oh, that's a blue shell, isn't it? Yep, that sure. Wow. Man, got any more shells for me, my dudes? Got anything else you want to send my way? No, I guess the answer to that was no. A solid nope on that one. They sent a blue shell and a red shell after me. Okay, never mind. Never mind, I spoke too soon. They had some lightning to throw my way as well. Awesome. Lovely. We love to see it. I'm glad to see that my Mario Kart luck is still holding out, by which I mean there is none, because I just keep getting bombarded by everything under the sun. But yeah, the point I'm trying to make is that Donut Plains 3, they completely transformed it to where it looks so considerably different from what it used to be in terms of the backgrounds and the skybox and just the layout of the level. This kind of looks underwhelming by comparison, just in terms of the amount of detail it pours into it. But again, it's a fun course to race around on, so I'm not going to let it dampen the mood too much. Just something I wanted to highlight. This course, on the other hand, I did not very much. I hate the train. I'll just be blunt. I hate the train so much. Oh, well. If this is what I think it's gonna do, okay. Well, okay. It barely makes the cut. It barely makes the cut. It's close. But what I was just gonna say is, I know a lot of people love the train. I think it's an iconic part of the course. Just one thing I've heard mentioned is that it's the fun associated with all your friends crashing into the train or whatever. It's like, I don't care. It's It's not a good mechanic. It forces everyone to come to a screeching halt and stops the flow of the race dead in its tracks. I don't much care for that at all, to be honest with you. But what I can appreciate is, oh my dear god, oh, okay. Wow. So that's awesome. Holy shit. Okay, so they made this like a million. Oh my god, we're actually going into the tunnel. Holy shit. Okay, wow. Okay, that was not don't know about that. Don't know how I feel about that, but wow. So they just made this course about a million times better. Any concerns I had about the quality of this course have just completely and totally evaporated. Wow. So I was originally my brain is all over the place. I'm sorry. You know, I like to try to keep my train of thought somewhat cohesive and coherent and make sure it's all streamlined in a nice orderly way so you can kind of follow what I'm saying. But too much is happening all at once. I can't even go over it all in a sufficient manner. So, visually, stunning. Not worth comparing to the original. Obviously, it's going to look better than a Nintendo 64 game. But just, Wave 2's graphics, excluding Mario Circuit 3, so far look significantly better than the original. So I guess maybe Nintendo really did take the time to, and again, I still don't think this course might be almost up to snuff with the standard Mario Kart 8 courses. So I think they might have taken the time to actually take the criticism of the graphics to heart and really give it their all for the sequel. And then so that you're not stuck on the sequel, sorry, for the second wave. And then so long as you're not stuck on the scoreboard, I'll go to the next race and then I'll talk about the train. So, Wave 1, I was already more than satisfied, to be perfectly honest with you. Sorry, Wave 1. With Lap 1, I was already more than satisfied with just placing glider paths. That's all you really needed to do, was place glider paths to make sure that players had the ability to avoid the train if they wanted to and needed to. That's all you needed to do, but then they went the extra mile and literally bent the track so that you completely avoided the railway and ended up going into the tunnel. Now, yes, this does create the new problem of, well, now you have to deal with the fact that the, oh my god, that's a giant ball. Now you have to deal with the fact that the train is now barreling directly towards you, and you can't really see it coming around the corner. But that's another blue shell, man. But I prefer that reality than I do the reality where all you can do is just stop the race dead in its tracks and infuriatingly wait for it to go by so that the race can continue. That is so much better. That is just a categorical, unchallengeable. That's not a word. Just an unmitigated improvement over the original. That is spectacular. Wow. So, yeah, it seems Nintendo is in agreement that the train is stupid as shit, and they made very, very good decisions in terms of changing it to make it, well, not shit. So, another point to you, Nintendo. You seem to have actually come to your senses about this stuff. Great. I approve. And I don't even think I need to say anything about Waluigi Pinball. This is just fanfare. This is really all. This is when it comes to courses I saw people want to be brought back. This was, I don't know why I ran into the wall. That was dumb. This is pretty much one of the main ones that I saw repeated a lot in terms of courses that they wanted to see brought back. Now, I'm sure none of my courses will ever be brought back, because I want to see things like Dino Jungle. That's probably never going to see that again, but that's legitimately one of my favorite courses in the entire series. So, you know, maybe I'll get lucky one day, but when it comes to, that's definitely not, from what I've seen, definitely not, that wasn't what I wanted to do. I'm going to lose this race because I was dumb in this final lap. Or maybe, can I get lucky? And maybe Link won't be mean to me? Okay, never mind, I guess we won. Not that it matters because I screwed up the first race, but, you know, I think that's a pretty good first outing, considering I haven't touched the game in months. That's pretty good. I'm content with this. But yeah, in terms of fan favorite courses, everyone wanted to see Waluigi Pinball back. So I'm glad people got their course, and yeah, it's still a blast to play. No complaints here. All right, let's see the results. stings so much to see just that frustrating blight on an otherwise spotless record. Ah well. First outing, 2 out of 3 stars. First place except for the first course. I'll live with that. I mean, I'm gonna play them again anyway. It's not a big deal. Plus, I still gotta play them again on 150cc and mirror anyway, so that I can get triple star rankings for everything. But it's all right. Okay, so yeah, that was. Would it be my favorite of the courses so far? Visually, yes. Visually, it's absolutely the best of everything so far. Gameplay-wise, I don't know, I really like Lucky Cat Cup. Big fan of Shroom Ridge. Big fan of Sky Garden and Ninja Hideaway, and even Tokyo Blur is very impressive. I don't know, because I like all the ones here too. It's tough. It's I might need more time to settle on it before I can definitively call it my favorite of the DLC courses so far. But nonetheless, it's time to jump into the Propeller Cup with Sydney Sprint, Snowland, Mushroom Gorge, and Sky High Sundae. Let's do this. So just at a glance, this looks great. Just the oh man, I feel like I'm not interesting to listen to when I just gush about everything, because all I have to say so far, except for that very questionable choice to have you drive directly into the train as it barrels down upon you in Kalimari Desert, and the somewhat lacking visual splendor of the skybox of Mario Circuit, this has just been a great ride. This has been thoroughly impressive, and I think at this point I can happily say now. Maybe I shouldn't call it right now, because for all I know, I'll get to Snowland, and then I'll get to Mushroom Gorge and Sky Sundae and be like, wow, this is awful, and it'll completely ruin what I'm about to say. But I think I'm ready to say this is definitely better than the first wave. In almost every way imaginable, this is... And again, like, if you look at the texture detail on the trees and the grass, specifically, and I don't know how much to talk up to the fact that this is a tour course, which is made for mobile, so the graphical fidelity is already kind of lacking. But then you look at Paris Promenade. I don't know. Paris Promenade, I think, had pretty good lighting and texture work for the most part. So I don't know. I don't know what to chalk up to the reason why it doesn't look as good. Like the tree specifically, I think, is what I would highlight in terms of you didn't put that much effort into really refining the UV mapping on that texture, but. As far as the overall presentation, the layout, and the design of the backgrounds, I think this looks great. So far. Now, again, I should also mention, I don't actually know what the public reaction to this is. I don't know if people think this is better. I don't know if people think this is worse. I don't know if it's going to get the same backlash in terms of visual splendor that the first wave did. But, so, for all I know, I could be completely going against the grain, but I don't care. I always say what I want to say no matter what people think about it. So, yeah, that's... Well, I'll be interested to see what the response to... Why am I going this way? That's not the direction that I need to go. Okay, hold on, get back here. I'm not losing this race. Actually, I probably... okay, well... There is no reason I should have lost that, other than I just completely got lost for a second there. That's frustrating. Oh, well. Yeah, had I not thought I needed to go left instead of right, I would have won that easily. Is it gonna... Please don't make it be a first race curse for both of these cups, and then I win the rest of them. That would be annoying. But yeah, I don't know what the public reaction is. I'll be very interested to see what people say in the comments about their thoughts and feelings on this new wave of DLC Cups. But, alright, next race. Okay, so this I just think straight up looks beautiful. This course is just from that opening, the opening cutscene of this course has already impressed me. This looks incredible. And again, maybe people will hear me say that and think, wow, this guy is just the biggest show on the planet. He'll clap at anything. But I don't know, man. I mean, you can go back and listen to me, and I guess you would come to that conclusion by hearing me say that I still enjoy the courses, the first wave's courses in spite of their lacking texture work, but even with me having said that, I still acknowledge the texture flaws, but here, again, the last course had some issues with the trees and maybe a little bit of the grass, but here, I don't know, man, I think this looks absolutely spectacular. Also, I don't know if I can actually go down into that pit, if I can drop into the ice hole or not. I kind of don't want to risk it, but I also kind of want to risk it, so maybe I'll try it on the third lap. I mean, I'm not going to win. Oh, hey, there's a little shortcut. Nice to see you. Of course, it's a little short. Well, I mean, I say that, and then I remember I'm playing at 200cc, but the other courses didn't feel that short, even when playing at the higher speed, so I don't know. Okay, should we try it? Nah, let's not try it. That doesn't look like a Sherbet Land thing where you can actually drive down there. That looks like death. For all I know, it's not, but we won't risk it. Huh? Excuse me? Did I not have the bananas out? Really? Really? Really, though? Are we sure? Are we completely sure about that? Really? Okay. Wow. Well, I guess I didn't get the first race curse because I got screwed over on the sea. That one I just don't even think was my fault. I had the bananas out. I got hit anyway. I guess it slipped between the crack of the bananas. Alright. That's unlucky. Unlucky indeed. Whew, that's frustrating. Alright, next race. Now, this course was one of my favorites from Mario Kart Wii, and a specific little anecdote that I've probably mentioned before is that this was my grandmother's favorite course. We would play Mario Kart Wii a lot together, and I know I said in my top 20 best games video that this Mario Kart Wii was my first ever online game, and that it was a game that she and I played together when she moved out of state. So yeah, I have many great memories associated with Mario Kart Wii, and specifically this course because it was one that she loved a lot, because she wasn't particularly skilled in Mario Kart, no, which, you know, that's fine, but she loved this course because she was really good at it, and she and I can always consistently finish first and second together, even when playing at 150cc, so yeah, big fan of Mushroom Gorge, which is why this cave looks phenomenal. Love the texture work and atmosphere of the cave. The rest of the course, however, I need to look at it again, but at a quick glance, don't know how I feel about those mountains. They look kinda, The light, I don't know if is oversaturated the right word? I feel like this course looks oversaturated. And, I don't know, maybe I'm being overly critical of it because I have very soft spot for Mushroom Gorge, so I hold it to a higher standard maybe, but I don't know, man. The cave looks great. Don't know that I can say the same for the rest of the course. It's also worth noting that because I'm playing at 200cc, I'm blitzing by at the speed of sound, so I don't have a lot of time to stop and smell the roses, rather. But from what I'm seeing at a quick glance, can't say I'm particularly impressed. But so, yeah, I still think I'd say overall that this is a drastic graphical improvement over the original, but there's a couple spots here and there where you're like, you could have really put some more polish on that. So, not ready to say that it's up to snuff with the standard Mario Kart 8 courses yet, but it's still, we're making progress. We are making considerable progress, and yeah, I'm mixed on that course. Cave, great. Rest of it, I feel like, I don't know if oversaturated is the right word, but I think that's how I would describe it. Maybe, I don't know. Alright, so now it's time to finish out with Sky High Sunday. I have seen some murmurs between just checking my Discord server between courses. It seems like Sky High Sunday might be a fan favorite, so, I'm excited, and it's technically a new course, because it's not in toy yet. It will be soon, but it's not there yet, so let's do this. So my immediate thought is, oh my god, okay, wow, this looks Oh my god, this just looks heavenly, for lack of a better term. I know how substantive that description is, but oh my Jesus, is this an actual anti-gravity section in my Mario Kart 8 game? Oh my Jesus, okay. So the style of this level of this course looks absolutely out of this world. Oh my Jesus, I guess that happened. Forgot what good anti-gravity actually felt like in this game. Because they've made great use of gliding, haven't made a super great use of anti-gravity as far as the new courses they've added been concerned. But this, now we're back to anti-gravity as was shown off and highly utilized. Okay, how many shells? Got any more shells? I think that's enough shells for one day. Thanks though, game. Oh man, this is okay. I think I'm starting to see why this might be a fail. Oh, you can actually go on top of those. Okay, I wasn't sure if that would work. I wasn't sure if the game would actually let me go on top of those things, but you know what? It did. It absolutely did. Hey, I can't see anything, game. You want to clear those bloopers away? That'd be great. Thanks. Just at the perfect moment, too. Okay, someone take my fire. That was the absolute worst possible time I could have possibly used those fireballs. Of all the times to use them, that was the worst one, or at least in the bottom 3. All right, get me ahead. Okay, I heavily might sound like an exaggeration, but I don't know, man. The art style and the atmosphere here is wonderful, and man, it is. Oh no! I always take that. I need to break around that corner. I need to break around. Oh, good, he fell off too. Cool. Take that banana. Hopefully you enjoy that banana. I don't know if he hit it or not, but I hope he did. And just for good measure, take that. Okay, we redeemed ourselves there. I feel like there's too much to say. I really don't think I'm even giving any substantive commentary here in terms of explaining why this is so amazing. But just the level of detail that went into every aspect of this course, the layout, the actual utilization of anti-gravity. It looks okay. The understanding has ascended upon me for why this is a new fan favorite. That was a blast. Yep. I'm happy. I am content with these new courses. Very much so. So we didn't even get a single star ranking there. Part of that isn't my fault, though. I still blame that stupid red shell that penetrated my bananas in Snowland. Okay, so I guess final verdict on this wave of the Booster Pass courses is, I think that this is a considerable improvement over the first wave, both in terms of the design of the courses and in terms of how the courses look. Now, of course, that's not 100% true all the time. There are some weak spots here and there. I would highlight Calamari Desert for all the improvements it made, of which there are many, worth commending. The one bit I'm not a fan of is that when you go into the tunnel, which is really cool, it's immediately undercut with you're barreling into the train and you have very little room to avoid it and very little time to react to it. Not a fan of that. But the rest of this course, gameplay-wise, was great. Visually, left Mario Circuit 3 left something to be desired, especially just because I know that they're capable of better with Donut Plains 3. Like, just look at Donut Plains 3 and all the effort that was put into that skybox, and then look at Mario Circuit 3. Just not quite the same thing. Gameplay-wise, love the way the courses switch around for both New York Minute and Sydney Sprint. Sydney Sprint, it's close between Sydney Sprint and Sky High Sundae. I mean, I don't know, Snowland's great too. I think if I had to pick a favorite course from each one, favorite goes to Calamari Desert here, and favorite goes, it's much harder here. I feel like favorite's got to go to Sky High Sundae, but I don't know, saying that almost feels unfair to Sydney Sprint. Snowland is a little short, even by Turnip CC standards. I feel like that's a little bit of a shorter course. Shorter doesn't necessarily mean bad, of course, but I wish there was more to it, because I just want to be in Snowland for more often than I was. And yeah, gameplay-wise, love the switching of the tracks in New York Minute and Sydney Sprint. Mushroom Gorge, visually, that's the weak spot of the Propeller Cup, definitely. For as lovely as that cave looks, can't say the same for the rest of it. And Sky Sun Age is a masterpiece all around. Yeah, I am more than content with these courses, and I'm looking forward to going back to play them again on 150 Mirror and 200cc to make sure I get all the triple star rankings. So, yeah, this is fun. I'm glad I got to revisit Mario Kart 8 Deluxe again. Hopefully you enjoy watching, and I'm looking forward to coming back again for more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in another half a year when they release the Rock Cup and the Moon Cup. Well, can't wait for that. I can't wait till next March, a year after Wave 1. We're approaching Halo Infinite levels of slowly dripping out content, which is frustrating, but, you know, it's whatever. I'm patient. I can wait. Especially if you're going to give me something as good as this when it eventually comes out. I'm fine with that. So, alright, so that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time. I'll catch you all soon, question mark, for the next wave of Booster Course DLC Cups from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Goodbye!